Welcome to the Blackboard Ultra training series for students. In this video, we're going to focus on grades. Let's get started. To see your grades, you would draw your attention to the top right corner of the course. In the horizontal menu, from right to left, your grades are the second icon. It looks like a page with a pencil. So that is the gradebook in Blackboard Ultra. And once you enter the Blackboard gradebook, you can now see a visual picture of your grades. So your total grade, the total grade of student 1 sits at 12 out of 17 points. So that was highlighted yellow because it hasn't, if you think of the traffic lights where green means go, yellow means be careful, and then red means stop. With the Blackboard Gradebook, green means you're high performing in this area. Yellow means your performance is struggling a little bit. And we can tell what's missing is that this discussion, a draft has been saved but hasn't been submitted, and there's no grade. So it's this discussion that caused the loss of some points. And furthermore, this quiz only scored a fraction of what it could have. So because of a missing assignment and a low scoring assignment, the overall is a C-. And again, it was painted yellow by Blackboard to indicate that your performance is not optimal. There's room for improvement. And finally, red means your performance is suffering. In this case, quiz 1 scored 2 out of 7. So now, let's see more details. There are two ways we could interact with the gradebook. One is to click the actual grade. A flyout appears, and it shows us what the activity was, what the score was. We can also view our submission, go back and revisit. Oh yeah, I typed answer there. I didn't actually type the answer. This was answered correctly and it earned its full points. And this one again, there was no answer given. So that's how come I'm missing those points. And look, my faculty member left me some feedback. So the faculty member said, your answers for questions 1 and 3 were incomplete or incorrect. Please review chapter 1 to ensure that you understand the concepts covered in those 2 questions. If you have any questions, reach out to me. And while you cannot have another attempt at this particular quiz, you will be assessed on the same material through the midterm. So that's very helpful feedback from the faculty member. It helps me as a student understand where I underperformed with this quiz and what I can do to bring my performance up to speed before I reach the midterm exam. So again, one possibility is to click on the grade. Another possibility is to click on feedback, and the same flyout appears and you would repeat the same steps. So whether you look through the grade or through feedback, you see the exact same information. Now note, if feedback goes beyond these 6 lines, you will see show more content, and when you push that button, you then see the rest of the feedback. Okay, so now this was not graded. Probably that might be the draft, and the faculty member didn't grade it because it just didn't look like something that was ready to be graded. So now let's see what options we have. I have the option to edit this submission if I'm still within the submission window. So the submission window for the initial post was 11:59 p.m. Central of Wednesday of this week. So supposing that it's before that time, I could go in and edit my initial post. I could also make sure that I make my peer response. So I would go to this person and make my response. And that way, I'm sure to earn the points. And more importantly, to have the learning experience, to benefit from whatever benefit there was in completing that learning activity. All right, with assignment 1, let's go through feedback this time. We can view the submission, and here we can see the grade was a perfect score and the faculty members' feedback saying that we did a good job providing equivalent fractions and keep up the good work. And finally, let's look at this group assignment. Let's click through grades just for some variety. Again, we'll view submission. And here's our grade. Here's the individual feedback. So student 1 happens to be the team leader. And the faculty member said, student 1, you did a wonderful job as a team leader. The next activity is just around the corner. Don't lose momentum. Keep pushing forward. Can't wait to see your next submission. And then to the group, there was no feedback from the faculty member. But know that you can switch in between group and individual and see different levels of feedback. So with this information, you can visually tell the health of your performance in this course. Again, think of the traffic light symbols. You can see where there may be issues with an activity that didn't make it through, so the faculty member has nothing to grade. And you can address that again by participating if that activity's submission window is still open. For any questions about your performance, a particular grade, any clarification on feedback, you would want to reach out to your faculty member. And you find their information at the top of your syllabus, which is located in your Start Here folder. The total grade looks like a little calculator. It shows, as the title indicates, the total number of points. Now, your faculty member may choose to use a combination of points, percentages, or just one or the other. So expect that your gradebook might look slightly different from class to class, but for the most part, it should be self-explanatory. For gradebooks where there are more items than fit on one screen, you would scroll up and down to see everything. And again, on the left-hand side, you see the name of the item. Then you see its due date if it was specified by your faculty member. You can see the status in terms of that activity being graded or not. You can see your grade, feedback if there's any, and again your cumulative grade and current letter grade. That concludes our training. We hope that you have enjoyed this series, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to the Office of Distance Education. You will find us at ode@aum.edu, as well as on our website when you search for AUM Online. Thank you and have a wonderful day.